Evan, just how was that move from left guard to right tackle? How is that treating you, and how comfortable are you at right tackle?
So far, the transition's been treating me well. In high school, tackle was my natural position, so I feel like it just made the transition go much more smoother for me. I have I have more work that needs to be done. I can get better, but all in all, I can say that the transition's been going pretty smooth for me. I've been pleased with my performance so far.
We'll go to Michael Cascarande next.
Yeah, hey Evan, there was video of you coming out over the summer of you doing a box jump where you were jumping into interesting position. Could you explain that move and just kind of your athleticism and the ability you've had to lose weight and become an athletic tackle?
Well, that was my first time actually doing something like that. Dr. Rhea and Coach Blue, they're great strength coaches. Can teach us, different exercises and whatnot like that. I feel like, as far as my athleticism goes, don't want to, give myself too much credit or anything like that. But I feel like largely it goes to the fact that, I come from a, family of athletes. You know what I mean? So, I'm just a big athletic guy. You know what I mean?
Mike Rodak can go to unmute yourself.
Evan, you have a lot of experienced guys around you, a lot of seniors between Alex and Landon, Chris, Deontay. Just what have those guys done for you and your development, and what have they done for the entire room as well?
Those guys are great. It's a real pleasure being able to, play alongside guys that have that much experience. Alex, even with my transition, back to tackle, some of our off days and our free time, he go to the band field with me, show me different, set angles and, help me with my punch timings, and I'm really appreciative of that, and it's always good to have as much experience as we do in our room.
Charlie Potter, you're up.
Can you hear me now, Evan?
Yes, I can hear you.
I can hear you.
I know you guys still have some practices left to go, but how important is Saturday's scrimmage and you guys taking that next step, getting ready for the season?
I feel like Saturday's scrimmage is extremely important. I feel like it just further, cements our training Coach Saban been having us doing. It's another opportunity to go out there and get better and fine-tune our craft so we can be ready, come the first game.
We'll go over to Brett Hudson.
Hey, Evan, I'm curious the opposite side of the transition of position. You were a natural tackle that had to go inside to guard last year. Kind of walk me through that and how you got used to using your length in a phone booth in the interior of the line.
Right, and that just goes back to, like you guys said earlier, playing with such experienced guys like Deontay Brown, Jedrick Wills last year, a lot of guys that had a lot of experience. They were able to, help me out. I did play some guard in high school earlier on, my freshman and my sophomore year. I played some guard, so that, helped out as well. But, being around guys that have a lot of experience, just makes those type of transitions, go smooth.
We'll go back over to Michael Casagrande.
Yeah, Evan, how much weight did you lose since you got to Alabama? And secondly, how much is there a block that stands out in your mind as one of your favorite blocks, one of your highlight type hits?
When I got to Alabama, I was about 385. Right now I'm around 355. I still got a couple more pounds that I want to lose. And as far as my favorite block, I like to get out in screens and whatnot, and get in space. As a big guy, because you don't really see a lot of big guys. Try to get out in space and whatnot. I feel like those type of blocks I like.
And we'll go back over to Tony Scalis.
Yeah, Evan, I seem to remember a play last year. It was on the Tua interception. And I think you were one of the guys that really chased the guy back. Do you remember that play? And speaking of your athleticism, did that get noticed by your teammates?
Yes, it was brought up by some of my teammates. That was just always how I was taught to play ball, how my father always taught me, always run to the football. Maybe it's going to get noticed, even if at that time I wasn't thinking it was going to be noticed, but it did. Even if I didn't have a chance to, catch the guy, I was just trying to play with high effort.
And we'll go over to James Ogletree.
Hey, I mean, you guys are pretty diverse in your run schemes, like different ways that you try to attack the run game. How challenging is that, just in general, but then also when you're changing positions from guard to tackle?
It gets challenging because, like you said, at guard you're more so in a phone booth, and at tackle, you kind of have more space. You're by yourself, different footworks and different angles. You know what I mean? But I feel like we have good coaches. We also have good players. That can help those transitions and make those transitions easier.
And we'll finish up with Charlie with Evan.
You talked about just playing with experienced guys on that offensive line, but how much do guys like Phil Mathis and the guys on the other side of that defensive line help you?
Man, those guys are always great to go up against. I like to say iron sharpens iron. Every day we go out there and try to do our best to get each other better. And I'm grateful to have teammates, to play against like that every day.
All right, thank you.